South Korea, lifetime ban President Yoon from constitutional positions. President Yoon of South Korea should be banned for life from any constitutional position for forcefully and unconstitutionally implementing martial law in South Korea. Today, as we can observe that entire Southeast Asia's democracy, whether it's India's or South Korea's democracy, all are at a crossroads, and it should be alarming for leaderships and political parties of United States and Europe if they feel their duty to facilitate democracy in Southeast Asia, else all are moving in lines of Russian, Chinese style of political systems. Now talking about South Korea, as we all know that leadership of President Yoon Suk-yeol has been marked by controversies, policy failures, and a disregard for the values that form the backbone of the nation's constitution. Therefore, we say it's time to consider whether Yoon should be permanently banned from holding any constitutional position in South Korea. Actually, his tenure has raised serious concerns about his fitness to govern, and it's essential for the future of the country that such a drastic step is taken by the people of South Korea. In fact, Confederation of Labor Unions in South Korea is of the same opinion, and it should be considered as the verdict and mood of the people to ban President Yoon to hold any constitutional position for lifetime time, because we think this man is dangerous for the democracy of South Korea. As we all know, Yoon's administration has been embroiled in a series of scandals that not only undermine the credibility of his office but also reflect a deeper failure in his leadership. From controversial decisions on economic policy to his mismanagement of foreign relations, the damage done to South Korea's standing on the global stage is undeniable. His handling of the COVID-19 crisis, combined with economic policies that have left the middle class struggling, only adds to the mounting discontent. Furthermore, Yoon's approach to domestic politics has been marked by a disturbing tendency to stifle dissent. His administration has repeatedly targeted opposition voices, undermining the very democratic values that South Korea prides itself on. This authoritarian style of governance is not only damaging to the fabric of South Korean society but also dangerous for the health of its democracy. It's also clear that Yoon has failed to deliver on many of his key promises during the presidential campaign. His promises to improve the economy, address inequality, and strengthen the country's defense posture have been nothing more than empty rhetoric. The South Korean people deserve leadership that can be trusted, but under Yoon, they have been let down time and time again. In light of these failures, it is imperative that South Korea take a hard look at its leadership. To protect the integrity of the constitution and the future of the nation, President Yoon should be banned from holding any future constitutional office. The risks of allowing him to remain in power are simply too great. South Korea deserves leadership that is competent, accountable, and committed to its democratic ideals. The time has come to ensure that President Yoon's influence is permanently curtailed. It is not just a matter of removing an ineffective leader, but of safeguarding the future of a nation that cannot afford to waste any more time under failed leadership. Let us know what's your views on this important issues related to political turmoils in Southeast Asia, South Korea, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Burma, Nepal. Please comment. Robert Hugh Pattinson, Senior Independent Reporter and Volunteer, Southeast Asia, Voice of the People International. Please note, visit VOPGLOBAL.org and log in and subscribe and raise your voice as a volunteer. Subscribers, We will share your views on our digital media platforms if selected by our panel, but keep assured your raised voice and views will be available on our search results as news. So make your views news. Thanks. Like, subscribe, share.